Hi, thank you for joining me for this review of this LbLa SX16 720p Wi-Fi FPV quadcopter drone. Comes packaged like this. Get 4 spare propellers. Always good to have spare propellers. A star Phillips screwdriver and a USB to plug in to charge the battery. And the battery goes onto this 2-pin connection here. Get some spare screws. And this is the LbLa SX16. So, nice smooth finish. Fairly flexible plastic. Brushed motors. Spin quite freely and nicely. Props. Fairly flexible, but should be quite durable and have a nice pitch on it. Underneath here we've got an on-off button and a plug for the 720p HD camera. The motors are well cooled here in their housing. And this is the battery bay at the back here. And this comes with a 7.4 volts 1500 mAh 2-cell battery with this 2-pin connection. And this should be good for a flying time of 12 to 15 minutes. Fits in here quite comfortably. Not much room for a bigger battery. One has to connect it up. So let's just connect it up. Tuck the wires away. And close the hatch and it locks in securely here. If we turn it on, we've got red LEDs in the front and green LEDs at the back here. Quite bright, so should be easy to see and assist with orientation. Just turn it off for now. Then this is the 720p HD camera. That plugs onto the bottom here. Little 3-pin connection. And then make sure it's facing forward and it'll slide in here and lock into position there. Here we can see our 2.4 gigahertz antenna for Wi-Fi FPV that's going to broadcast the Wi-Fi signal. Is this adjustable? Well, can do it manually, and we'll have a look and see if we can possibly even do it remotely from the remote controller too. But I don't see an SD card slot on this, so you'll have to record video directly onto the Wi-Fi app or on your mobile device. This also has a 6-axis gyro, has altitude hold, 1-key takeoff and land, hopeless headless mode, can also do 360-degree flips and rolls, and also has an emergency stop function. This is the radio control transmitter, both sticks spring-loaded. Nice feel to it. You need to supply your own 4 AA batteries that you put in the back here, and then this clips on securely. There is a screw that needs to be removed, but does hold without having to put the screw back in. Over here we've got a bracket so you can mount your mobile device to use the app and also fly FPV. Main power button on here. We also get prop guards and 2 landing feet. So let me get this box out of the way. So the landing gear fits on here fairly securely, just like this. Not really necessary to put the screws in, but you can screw it on as well using the screws provided over there. Then it also comes with this user manual on glossy paper, easy to read, safety precautions, charging, usage and storage, installing batteries. Here are the QR codes to download the app from either Google Play or from the Apple Store, and the app is called SX FPV. It tells you how to connect it to Wi-Fi, the camera installation, pre-flight, introduction to the aircraft and remote control. And here are the functions of the remote controller. So, speed button on the top here, 3D 360 flips and rolls, 1 key return button here, headless mode here, and then these are all the trim buttons. Here's 1 key takeoff and land over here, and emergency stop here. Flight steps, flight control. To calibrate the gyro, always important and good to do on a level surface. Pull both sticks down and outwards. And the rest is in another language. I'm not sure what the range should be on this, but if you can get 50 meters, it should be good for the size. And let's just see what will happen if it does go out of range. So let me turn it on. Turn the radio controller on. Bind. See if I can unlock the motors. No, so I'm going to press auto takeoff and land. And turn this off. 1001, 1002. 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010, 1011, 1012. So this doesn't appear to have a fail-safe if it loses range with the radio controller, so is a potential flyaway. So just be careful if you do get this, keep it within a close range. So now let me take it out and see how it performs. And before flying, it's always good to check and see what the battery level is like using a battery checker. And this is at 95%, so I'll still charge it up to full capacity before flying. Okay, let's see how this LbLa SX16 goes. So, need to connect to Wi-Fi, go to connections, go to Wi-Fi. You can see SX720p UFO and some letters and numbers. Click on to connect to this. Busy connecting. Keep to Wi-Fi settings. Here, open up the app. Oops, open up the app. Let's have a look at settings here. Okay, don't know what that means. There's play. And here we connected, and I've got Wi-Fi FPV. So on a level surface, I'm going to calibrate the gyro so it pulls sticks down and out. Light should flash and then go solid, and that should be gyro calibrated. I'm going to start video. That's video recording. Start the clock and press take off. So this is auto takeoff. It rises to about half a meter. Let me bring it up some more. Okay, very smooth. There's about a 4 mile per hour wind, so it is pushing it back a bit. As you can see, lights are nice and bright, red lights in front, green lights at the back. So FPV is looking good on the screen here. Let's take it up and get some video. Get up a bit higher. And do a pan here for video on the 720p camera. Looking good on the screen here. Forward here again. Get a better view of the reservoir there. Very nice. Okay, holding steady up there. Okay, I'm going to stop video. I'm going to take a photo. Take another photo. Take another photo. And another photo. So that's fine. Let me bring it down again now. Okay, responding well. Oops, overcorrected there. Maneuvers quite well. Okay, one of the landing skids dropped off. So probably better to screw them on then. I didn't think that would come off, to be honest. I'm going to start video again. Oops. Bring it back here. Back out there. I want to start video again. Right, that's video going. Let's see if it'll do a flip or roll. Yes, another roll, and I lost the other landing gear. So it could be a little bit tricky bringing it into land. But anyway, bring it back here. So it took a little bit a while to recover from that. Do a forward flip. Yes. Okay. Gets a little bit unstable after doing a flip. Otherwise, still going okay. Now, this has got headless mode. I'm not a big fan of headless mode. But let's just try it and see what it does. That's emergency stop, so the emergency stop works. Stop the clock. So the camera took a little bit of a knock, so I just need to glue it back there, but otherwise it's okay. I'll put the landing gear back on. But we've got enough video taken photos, so I'm going to continue without the camera. I'm just going to unplug it. Recalibrate the gyro. Let's take off again. Start the clock again. Okay, so we're back in the air here now. Let's just take it up and forward there. Okay, going to press the headless mode now. Yes, if I turn it and I press the key forward, goes away, comes back, turn it back the right way around again, take it out of headless mode. Okay, so that's okay, headless mode does work. I press one key return, and yes, okay, it does come back in the direction, which is good. I did lose that other landing gear again. So these are the functions, they all seem to work well. Let's see how much flying time we can get out of the battery now. Does maneuver nicely. Let's just see what speed we're in. Okay, so now this is the medium speed. That's fine. 3 beeps and now we're in the high rate. Yeah, it's pretty fast in the high rate here. And responds well. They had a very fast yaw. That's the yaw in the high rate. So I'm going to keep it in the high rate now to see how long the battery is going to last. Over 11 minutes, still got solid light, still no sign of low battery. Okay, now we got flashing lights and 11 minutes 45 seconds. Let's bring it in and see what it's going to do when the battery gets low. Okay, slowing down a bit, starting to lose altitude. And that's it. Stop the clock. Over 12 minutes flying time. Well, a good flying time of over 12 minutes. Not often it does a flying time that it says on the tin. Obviously without the camera on, it's good. If the camera had been on, it might have been a bit less. It really maneuvers very well, responds very well. Quite impressed with the Wi-Fi FPV on the screen. I didn't really notice any latency or lag. You'll have seen the video now from the 720p camera, and you'll have seen the pictures that I took as well now. The functions and features, hopeless, headless, and one key return do work well. Better to screw the landing gear in. Didn't really expect it to come off, but now you know. A really nice performing quadcopter drone with a good flying time. So please subscribe, like, comment and share if you like my videos.